Let me turn up the music first, like kind of forgot. Yep, I do want to see combat, and the rest is fine. So, let's see. In the previous scenario, that was a story scenario, we were talking about what's up with the elves and what's even happening. And they made a plan to go to the base of the enemies, of the bad faction of elves. And they just so happen to be in the Valley of Olinia, the place where Gallus and the other forest elves lived at the start of Invasion from the Unknown. So, actually, let's just go. I continued to feel uneasy about the decision for some time, leaving both the Grand Council and Eloran awaiting our return for so long. According to Valen, the Council understood the urgency of the situation and the importance of our mission for the elves. Unfortunately, the same couldn't be said for the Demon Lord. It took Anya her best effort to persuade him to let us take the Ruby of Fire to enemy territory, which is fair. It is decidedly not easy to deal with both the Council and my people without telling them of our pact with Eloran. What concerns me the most is the possibility that one of our men might accidentally or deliberately divulge information pertaining to the subject. This is not like every other time I've had to keep a secret for the greater good. Alone. It does raise the question of whether I've chosen my allies prudently or am making a big mistake. Then again, Malin would insist that the existence of that accused artifact is a big mistake by itself. So, the voyage home. Scenario 6. Alright, I actually gotta change the name of the stream because it's scenario 6 and I import scenario 7. So, the desert. I never thought I'd have to see it again. Ugh, I feel unwell in these dry and bright lands. Can't be helped. Dark fairies are frail creatures that revel in the shadows of the greatest and densest forests. Really, the desert is no place for you. I'm sorry for dragging you along. Oh my lady, don't worry about me. I just need some time to adapt to this environment, that is all. My lady, if you allow me to complain, we can't just march across the desert without stopping to rest. The scouts reported the presence of orcs bearing the Chaos Banner in a settlement ahead to the southeast, in the Gralzev region. Stopping to rest here would be very risky with those fools around, but perhaps we could secure the settlement and replenish our supplies. Excellent! A word of caution though. Ever since the fall, the many victims of the disasters which devastated area have been endlessly wandering across lands like this, preying on the souls of the living. These guys. They are particularly weak by themselves, and our arcane fire should be enough to banish them from our world. However, our less experienced fighters should not take their chances fighting them alone. Understood, my lady. Time to get moving. So, secure the Orcish settlement to the southeast by defeating all enemy leaders. And now just a fun fact. This dude is called Vultras. He is a goblin roser that's dim and slow and is the namesake of a Wesnoth developer that also helped out a lot with, bugs in this campaign whenever any showed up. So, yeah. So actually I've got anyone not yet. This one is named. And no one beyond that so far. Yep, that's the right trade. Chief, the fairy! The fairy and her pets are approaching from the northwest. Just as the necromancer told us. Excellent news. More meat for our wolves. Yes, more meat for our pigs. I mean wolves. Shut up, you disgusting insect. So yeah, Voltres is not getting any kind words. So let's keep going. So the advantage of fairies is just I do not have to care about the terrain. I can just keep moving. Okay. Where if I would have a more standard army of like footpads, skeletons, a couple of outlaws, I would be far, far slower and far more hindered by the map. So none of them is named, right? Okay. Okay, and with this I should have recalled everyone that matters. And hi Cat Begamot. Right, by the way, note that these undead are so-called errant souls. Like, they are not actually full souls, they are somewhat of a level 0 version that also can't advance to this. So they're not afraid, they're just annoying. I banish you from this world. Go now to your deserved rest. And then the banished thing shows up. Like this. And if I kill them just normally, it does not show up, and it's that they will respawn in a couple of turns. I mean, technically that means I can farm the XP forever if I do not banish them. But yeah, that's not the point. A sandstorm! We won't be able to continue marching like this. This small inconvenience shall not stop us. Onwards! And she said it. No reason to stop for this. Another one ban. Yeah, I basically try to banish them whenever I have a chance. So yeah, that way they can't possibly backstab me. So yeah, everything south of the river, like, that I can pretty much ignore. The villages are concentrated on the keeps and along the road. It's the only place that I have to care about. My lady, are you sure this is a good plan? It's better than tarrying here for too long, so it's good enough for me. Whoa, that's aggressive. Need a Snickers, maybe? By the way, also note that these errant souls do not bother with trying to, well, chase me down or anything like that. So I do not have to bother with chasing them down. But I can just, if they're not close enough to attack me, then I don't have to care about them. Because they don't care about me either. And there's the okay. at Cat Mode, I think I don't have anyone named after you, at least this campaign for now. Do you want a new one named after yourself or not? Stuff will probably... no. Will die once the scenarios, once the campaign is over. Until then, I will use them in the scenarios. Our spirit is basically tasked with getting the villages there. By the way, there's Mount Bombadil. Sadly, nothing happens if you move there. Be quite nice. Sure you want, then let's just give you this one while we're at it. Okay. There you go. That's you now. Oh, this sandstorm is over. Nice. As you can see, they're mostly just over there, so really slow, and be able to do anything anytime soon. Can't complain about that though. Just use. I really don't like assassins, so this one has to go first. I should try to make it go first. Okay, and destroy the stragglers I can find. Okay, there's the harbor. It's already wondering where he went, but okay. So yeah, as you can see, this is very straightforward, so there's not much to say from me unless someone asks a question. And apparently everyone is asleep right now, so not any chances for that. Brr. So I'm just gonna send this one ahead to advance because they do not have the damage types to, well, damage me at all. And one force spirit can pretty much do everything they want and not be stopped. Bam. Okay. Just had to take care of a spammer. Okay. Right, I'm actually wondering if your one will get to fire on attack even. Because, well, it's clearly having trouble even getting into range before the fight is over. So yeah, why did I go for the melee there? Because the chance to hit is the same as on ranged on sand, and at least the Orcish Archer has less retaliation damage on, well, melee. I guess I'm gonna kill Vultures first. This one can just go heal for all I care. Then this one is on heals, so the chances to hit a bit lower on me. Then this guy's ranged. And this one, I just want to kill this one, and there's no threat of another unit attacking. So I can afford to do that. Ouch! I clearly did not pay enough attention about how much damage this would deal. So I'm interested in villages and dealing damage, so this is pretty much the best thing I can do at that point. Shame. Nice. So Rera can take down this one. And with this, as you can see, there's not much of an army left. I just destroyed them. Quite easy, I may say so. But yeah, part of it is they really grouped over there instead of keeping to the roads. So when I attack one of them, others are not even close enough or are too slow to help out. So I just pick them off one by one by one, and they never have the damage to threaten me. So yeah, don't do that if you ever play against, well, be it computer or especially not against players. Like, that's also the great thing about fairies. They're flying. They don't have any problem with movement speed or anything like that. Or rather, they do not have a problem with terrains. Yep, and it doesn't look like Dovran has any chance of fighting in this scenario. This one first because, well, if I leave him on a village and don't do anything, he heals, of course, making it harder to kill him in the end. I wonder why these guys actually dare to attack me. Okay. 3 damage is a nice thing. This, move them down there and hope that she'll reach at some point. Also give Anya and Anya quite a lot of XP, or at least as much as possible. Truss has to die first, and he even has a deathline. Not much, but better than most normal units. Already almost all of them. Also, I'm finally made it back into positive income. Alright, there's no village I can lose right now, so that's awesome. Huh, Ryu is almost. Whoa. That was far closer than I ever expected. I'm glad I did manage to survive that. They are more than we expected. Send our messenger back to... and blasted. The messenger escaped. Apparently it's even a direwolf rider. So, kinda looks like Igor. But yeah, of course it's not Igor, sadly. Igor is gone right now. And we might never see him again. Well, might actually for the better, since I'm always in a war zone. So if I don't see Igor, Igor is not in a war. And that would be great. finish leveling up. For the die. Also, let's keep moving. And so this one didn't get any reinforcements with the other leader dying, so this should be quite easy to finish off. Let's actually banish this one. So yeah, that's what I meant with respawn. As you can see, there's only like this one respawned and this one respawned next to them just now, because I banished everyone else. There's no feeling like putting my feet in the refreshing flowing water. I miss the northern forests. Where do you come from anyway? You couldn't have spent your whole life traveling with Aloran and Terra. Oh, of course not. It's complicated. If you don't feel like telling me more about yourself right now, I can understand. I'm just curious, that's all. Okay, so that was a fail damage roll. And I might actually have to reload this. Because, cold, right? Anya can now get attacked by the leader, who can deal quite a bit of damage. So that's bad for me. So... Ugh! No! Yeah, I guess they got special lines because one of them was Voltras, and also because they are protecting keeps. So I totally could kill him this turn. At least I think I've got pretty good odds. But I don't want to do that. I want to toughen him up so the Lilia can finish him off. Because, well, she has the special advancements and no one else does. So. This kill is gonna go to Anya. That's the plan. That looks... Okay, so only 60.8% chance that I kill him. I can take those odds. And I'm lucky enough to make it so I can actually give her the kill. Wasting it. Useless insects. So what am I gonna upgrade? This one more strike is pretty damn nice, honestly. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. I wasn't counting on that messenger and his swift mount. Regardless, our presence here was both predicted and awaited. This decidedly spells bad news. But I told you so! I did expect a trap from the very beginning too, Gil. I have been in situations like this before. This time, I won't let them succeed. It sucks. Yeah, I've emerged victorious with 18 turns to spare. That means a bonus gold of 203 for the next scenario. And although technically I could now, well, what do I want to say? Technically I could play the next scenario too, but yeah, I'm not up for it today. I will in the next 2-3 days, I think. I will play the next time. So yeah, see you next time, and especially to Cat Begamot, thanks for watching.